Imagine a person who has never felt pain. Every scrape, every burn, every broken bone, unnoticed. This is congenital insensitivity to pain, or CIP. A condition so rare, it affects only about 1 in a million people worldwide. In 2020, doctors encountered a remarkable case, a 5-year-old boy who could not feel pain at all. His story opened a window into one of medicine's deepest mysteries, how pain protects us and what happens when it's gone. Congenital insensitivity to pain, or CIP, is one of the rarest conditions known to medicine. People born with CIP can feel touch, pressure, and temperature, but they cannot feel pain. The reason lies deep within the body's electrical system, our nerves. Normally, when you get hurt, pain receptors in your skin send signals through the nerves to the brain, warning you to stop. But in people with CIP, those signals never arrive. A single mutation, often in a gene called SCN9A, blocks a tiny sodium channel called NAV1.7, the key that lets pain messages pass from the body to the brain. Without that channel, the body stays silent, even when something is terribly wrong. In 2020, doctors in Pakistan encountered a remarkable case. A 5-year-old boy was brought to a hospital after multiple unexplained injuries. His parents were terrified. He often came home with cuts, burns, or bruises, but never cried. At first, doctors suspected abuse, but when they tested him, something extraordinary appeared. The boy had congenital insensitivity to pain, a condition so rare that fewer than a few hundred cases have ever been documented worldwide. He could feel touch, warmth, even emotions, but no matter what happened to his body, he felt nothing. Doctors later confirmed a mutation in the SCN9A gene, the same one that silences pain. His story became one of the clearest modern examples of how a single microscopic change in DNA can alter the entire human experience. What makes pain possible, and what happens when it disappears? For decades, scientists believed that pain was a complex emotion, too difficult to explain at the cellular level. But research from the early 2000s changed everything. Scientists discovered that a single gene, SCN9A, acts like an electrical switch inside our nerve cells. It builds a protein called NAV1.7, which allows pain signals to travel from the skin and organs to the brain. When this gene is mutated, the switch turns off. The nerves still work, but the signal of pain never reaches the brain. That's why people like the boy from Pakistan can touch a flame or break a bone and feel nothing. Paradoxically, this discovery helped medicine move forward. Scientists began searching for drugs that could safely turn off pain, not for life, but just long enough to heal. Pain, for most of us, is something we try to avoid. But for medicine, pain is information. It tells us what is broken, where to look, and when to act. People who can't feel pain remind us how fragile this balance really is. Without pain, life becomes dangerously quiet. Scientists studying congenital insensitivity to pain have revealed more than a medical condition. They've revealed a paradox, that what we fear most can also be what keeps us alive. Today, genetic research inspired by the SCN9A mutation is helping develop new treatments for chronic pain, for people who live with pain every day. From silence to sensation, every signal our body sends has a purpose, and sometimes the things that hurt the most are what keep us human. Pain teaches us boundaries. It tells us when to stop and reminds us that we're alive. But science is learning how to shape it, to quiet it, to help those who suffer every day. One day, understanding genes like SCN9A might not just stop pain, but allow doctors to guide it, to heal through balance, not silence. Maybe the future of medicine isn't about erasing pain, but about understanding it and using that knowledge to make life more human. If stories like this move you, subscribe for more medical mysteries and real stories of courage, science, and survival.